Good morning, Morgan, and good morning to any of your friends that have tuned into this video. All right, now we're going to start talking about modules, and modules are just another way of organizing your program codes. Okay, and the beautiful thing about modules is that when you create a module, and we're going to talk about what that is, for a particular program, you can reuse that module in other programs. It's part of the philosophy of object-oriented programming. Okay? And we're going to actually start talking about that in this video. And before we go and do the reading today, I just want you to know they're going to be talking about an interactive session with Python. Well, we're not doing that. I'll show you in the next video. I'll show you what an interactive session looks like. But what we're doing here is we're actually using a developer tool that creates a file, a py file for us, so that we don't have to worry about losing our code when we turn off the interpreter. Okay, and before we go and do the reading, I want you to notice this import Fibo statement. And then you see these weird little comments, Fibo.fib1, Fibo.fib2. Okay? And what that is doing is that's actually calling another piece, another file. Okay? Now let's go up here and let's look at our open file thing. Oh, hold on, where's it at? Oh, I know where I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Ta-da! Okay, here's the file that we're in now, the py file. But there's another py file in here, and it's called Fibo. And we're calling the Fibo file here, import Fibo. And all it does is it brings this little piece of code in for us. Lotus, fib2. We're defining functions like we did earlier, but now we're taking those out of the program. Okay, let me get back. There we go. All right, well, with that said, let's go get to the reading, and then we're going to get back here and run the code and talk about how this all works a little bit later on. All right? All right. See you then. All right, let's get the reading started.
Python Training Video 28 Modules. If you quit from the Python interpreter and enter it again, the definitions you have made, functions and variables, are lost. Therefore, if you want to write a somewhat longer program, you are better off using a text editor to prepare the input for the interpreter and running it with that file as input instead. This is known as creating a script. As your program gets longer, you may want to split it into several files for easier maintenance. You may also want to use a handy function that you've written in several programs without copying its definition into each program. To support this, Python has a way to put definitions in a file and use them in a script or in an interactive instance of the interpreter. Such a file is called a module. Definitions from a module can be imported into other modules or into the main module, the collection of variables that you have access to in a script executed at the top level and in calculator mode. A module is a file containing Python definitions and statements. The file name is the module name with the suffix .py appended. Within a module, the module's name, as a string, is available as the value of the global variable __name __. For instance, use your favorite text editor to create a file called fibo.py in the current directory with the following contents.
All right. Oops. All right, there's the code. And then it talks a little bit. I'm not going to even bother this. It shows you how to import it into your main module. The bottom line is modules are going to be a very important tool for you for making much more complicated programs. All right, with that, let's go back, run some code, and take a look at what we got. See you then. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at this output. All right, now this bit of stuff, this was in the main module. These were displays executed in the main module. Then we imported the module and started making calls to it. And as soon as that happened, boom, it starts executing the code in the module. Okay, and it calls it 1, 2, 3 times. See if this time it calls the fib n1. Then it calls the fib2. And then we do the rename thing. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this. See the name. What's the name? Oh, it's Fibo. Okay. Now, like I said, if I was going a little bit too fast, or there's anything that I said that was confusing, just replay the video as many times as you need to understand it, or give me a call and I'll try and make it a little clearer. Anyway, love you, princess. Go have fun today.